Good evening. This is All India Radio Kohima. I'm Jonas Yantan with evening news. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi reviews COVID-19 situation and vaccination drive across the country. Nagaland government signs agreement for 20 megawatt solar power project plant. BJP all set to retain power in Uttar Pradesh and Uttarakhand, emerging as single largest party in Goa and Manipur. And Chief Election Commissioner Sushil Chandra says there is no question of tampering in EVMs. As we start a bulletin, we appeal our listeners to stay safe from COVID-19 by following these 4 simple steps. Get fully vaccinated, wear a face mask, maintain 6 feet for social distancing, focus on hand and face hygiene. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi appreciated the relentless efforts put in by vaccinators, healthcare workers, central and state governments in tackling the COVID-19 pandemic. Modi chaired a high-level meeting last evening to review the COVID-19 pandemic situation, particularly in the context of the Omicron wave and the status of the vaccination drive in the country. Prime Minister highlighted the significance of following the COVID-related protocols and urged continued support from community and participation of individuals to get vaccinated when due and follow the COVID-appropriate behavior. A detailed presentation on the global scenario and India's status of COVID-19 was given during the meeting. Reviews in the meeting showed that the proactive and collaborative efforts led by the central government helped in effective management of the spread of infection. It was also noted that India's pandemic response and vaccination efforts have been lauded globally by World Health Organization, United Nations, International Monetary Fund, as well as in the reports of Harvard Business School and Institute for Competitiveness. Nagaland government has signed a power purchase agreement of 20 megawatt solar power project plant at Ganesh Nagar with MS Hallo Energy Private Limited. The signing was done between the officials of the Power Department and the company in the presence of Advisor Power H. Tovihoto Ayemi today at Kohima. With this agreement, the first greenfield solar power project in Nagaland will be set up. This 20 megawatt power project will be spread across 120 acres inside the Ganesh Nagar industrial area in Dimapur and will cost an estimated 120 to 130 crore rupees. The execution of the project is scheduled to start in mid-2022 and will take close to 8 months to commission. Speaking at the program, Advisor Power Department H. Tovihoto Ayemi said it is a historic day for the state to have solar renewable energy for the first time in Nagaland. He said the state has few generating stations owned by the state government and few by the private companies. Ayemi therefore said this project will fulfill the renewable power obligation. He said the department had also got the approval for 24 megawatt Zenki hydro project and the 42 megawatt hydro project at Lower Deezer is also under final stage of consideration. Ayemi further urged the Hallo company to complete the project on time. Director of Hallo Energy Private Limited Himadeep Nalavata thanked Nagaland government and the concerned departments for their collective effort in giving the company the opportunity to build the first solar project of this scale in the state. BJP is all set to retain power in Uttar Pradesh and Uttarakhand and is also emerging as single largest party in Goa and Manipur, while Aam Aadmi Party is wresting power from incumbent Congress Party in Punjab. In Uttar Pradesh, BJP has won 20 out of the 23 seats that have been declared. Of the trends available, the ruling BJP has taken lead in 237, while Samajwadi Party is leading in 111 and Congress leading in 2 seats. In Uttarakhand, results have been declared for 28 seats, of which BJP has won 22 seats and Congress 6 seats. In Punjab, results have been declared for 88 seats. Aam Aadmi Party has won 65 seats, while Indian National Congress has won 11 seats. In Manipur, results have been declared for 26 seats, out of which BJP has won in 14 seats, Congress has won 3 seats, NPP, NPF and independent candidates have won 2 each and other parties 4. Trends are also available for 27 seats, out of which ruling BJP is leading in 13, NPP in 5, NBF 3, Congress and Independents 1 each, and others 3. Meanwhile, in Goa, results have been declared for 26 seats, out of which 18 have gone in favour of the BJP. Chief Election Commissioner Sushil Chandra has said that there is no question of any kind of tampering in electronic voting machines, EVMs. Talking to a news agency this morning, Chandra said EVMs are being used continuously since 2004 during elections. He said in 2019, the Election Commission started using voter verifiable paper audit trail at every polling booth. He said after the completion of voting process, EVMs are sealed in the presence of political party agents and kept in a strong room amidst tight security. Chandra clarified that no polled EVM can be taken out from the strong room. This news comes to you from All India Radio, Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on News on Air app and YouTube channel AIR News Kohima. To commemorate the celebration of 75 years of India's independence, Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, we present India at 75 quiz with AIR News Kohima, a special quiz on India's freedom movement and its glorious history every Thursday in the Evening News Bulletin. And here goes our question of the week for English News Bulletin. In which session of the Congress both extremist and moderate leaders were united? I repeat, in which session of the Congress both extremist and moderate leaders were united? Listeners can send responses to the question to our email airnewsindia75@gmail.com or WhatsApp to 9485-239950 along with name and address. The first correct answer received from the participants will be selected as the winner and will be announced in tomorrow morning news at 7:30 a.m. The National Medical Commission NMC has removed the upper age limit for appearing in the medical undergraduate entrance exam NEET UG examination. In a letter addressed to the National Testing Agency NTA, the Commission asked the agency to remove the maximum age criteria from the information bulletin of the National Eligibility Cum Entrance Test NEET undergraduate UG examination. The letter said it has been decided in the 4th NMC meeting that there should not be any fixed upper age limit for appearing in the NEET UG examination. It said a process for official notification to suitably amend the regulations on graduate medical education 1997 to this effect has been initiated. Earlier, the age limit was 25 years for general category candidates and 30 years in the case of reserved category candidates. Nagaland Governor Professor Jagdish Mukhi and Chief Minister Nipirio have extended warm millennia greetings to all the Zeliang brothers and sisters and to the people of Nagaland. Mukhi said, millennia is a festival of purification, benefaction, prosperity and longevity. He said traditional games, dances and songs are inherent part of this festival and that it provides a platform for the young people to carry forward the rich and beautiful cultural legacies of the Zeliangs. The governor further called upon the people to continue to observe COVID-19 protocols throughout the celebrations and wished all good health, happiness and prosperity. The Chief Minister wished the festival of invoking bountiful blessings from God will be filled with love and happiness and bring blessings and success in all spheres of life. Nagaland today recorded 2 fresh cases of COVID-19, taking the state total COVID infection to 35,443. Of the new cases, 1 each was reported in Dimapur and Mokokchung. The state also recorded 2 recoveries, both of which were from Dimapur. Union Health Ministry in its daily report said more than 179 crore 53 lakh COVID vaccine doses have been administered in the country so far under the nationwide vaccination drive. India's recovery rate also improved to 98.70%. And now 20 news, here are the main points again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi reviews COVID-19 situation and vaccination drive across the country. Nagaland government signs agreement for 20 megawatt solar power project plant. BJP all set to retain power in Uttar Pradesh and Uttarakhand, emerging as single largest party in Goa and Manipur. And Chief Election Commissioner Sushil Chandra says there is no question of tampering in EVMs. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.